the music, we shall be ready to go.
It's already going.
Oh, I cannot hear said music. Maybe it's quiet. There we go. Spooky.
Like haunted Scottish Highlands.
Welcome to the haunted Scottish Highlands.
Let me know when you're ready, hon.
Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. You can watch all of our D&D live series, as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. And we read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. You can follow me on Twitter at RogueWatson and join our official Discord discussion group with invite link in the description below. You can support the channel at patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Basil, Tom, Huskerl124, Wizard Princess, my favorite D&D player, and Christopher. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy Yuma, Marcos De Vicente, Gilberto, Sean AK, Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Arash, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Fatboy619, Sklenia, Nick. And shoutouts to new Platinum patron Christopher. Thank you all very much for your support. Also, it's Roll20Con.
You're freaking me out, man.
I'm sorry. It is Roll20Con 2020, which there is a fundraiser going on right now that Roll20 will match. It's code 2040. It is a non-profit activating, connecting, and mobilizing the largest racial equity community in tech to dismantle the structural barriers that prevent the full participation and leadership of Black and Latinx technologists in the innovation economy. Through events, training, early career programs, and knowledge sharing, Code 24 equips Black and Latinx technologists and their allies with the tools, connections, and care they need to advocate for and achieve racial equity in the industry. So if you would like to make any donations, you can go to tiltify.com and support that campaign. And then I'm going to stop talking because we've got a guest DM tonight.
Yes, you do. I don't know. Oh, wait, it's me! So, I am guest DMing tonight because two of our players unfortunately could not be with us. And, you know, Christopher needs a brain break every now and then from his wonderful campaign that he's running. So, I volunteered my services tonight. And so, you know what? Let's just get started. We're already running a little late.
Raymond.
Yes.
We're bitching about
He's
you.
blaming you.
Yes.
All right.
Responsibility.
I'm going to leave the introduction of the characters to you since you are the DM.
That's fine. So we have an unlikely trio just walking down a dark path. You're not really sure how you got here at all. All you really see when you turn to your left and to your right are your traveling companions. So when you turn to the left, Filker, you see Falafel on your left, and when you turn to the right, you're startled to see a wonderfully large birdman standing next to you.
I know Falafel. Do I remember that I know Falafel? Do I recognize Falafel?
Yes, you recognize Falafel, but you none of you, not one of you, can remember how the hell you got here. You're just you're walking on this path. You know you're going somewhere. So you walk on this path. There's obviously very little talking that's going on. You're again trying to remember how you guys got here.
Filker does not mind. He immediately is like, "Hey, Falafel! It's been a while, man. How you doing?"
You stink, man.
Still? Oh, jeez. You're probably right.
No amount of open air can get rid of the stench coming off of you. Fortunately, my companion has no nose to smell you otherwise.
Whoa.
Kill you.
That's a scary Birdman. How you doing, Birdman?
Smells like garbage.
So as you guys are walking along this path, you can't see anything other than the path in front of you, and if you turn around, you'll see the path behind you. But everything on the side is just the densest set of trees you have ever walked through, and you're like, how did this path get here? It's obviously very man-made, and it obviously leads somewhere. As you walk down the path, it starts to lighten up just a little bit, but it brings you to this old-styled Gothic manor house. And once you kind of get to this location, little bits and pieces of memories start to come back to you. You remember traveling along the Sword Coast and going about and doing the deeds that you were sent out to do and completing. Silker, you remember people always complaining about a stench, but you don't remember where it was coming from. Falafel.
I still don't know. I don't smell anything. I haven't smelled anything in years.
Falafel's making money singing his songs of y'all's adventures and his own private adventures. Corbin is still learning about the Sword Coast and how to be in there. And you all at different points remember a hooded figure coming to you and asking you for help. And then as they were talking, the world just kind of started to fade in and out. And then the next thing you remember is you woke up on that path and you're already walking. So when you get to the house, these are the memories that you start to remember and keep, and they're kind of coming in and out of your minds, and you try to hold on to them, but they're like sand through your fingers. It just comes in and goes. So as you get up to the house, you can see that it's not the greatest picture. Okay, I only had a few days, but
It's a manor house.
it's a manor house. It's not in the best shape. You know that the person who sent y'all on this quest has items that they wish for you to retrieve out of this house. They can't get them themselves. They needed a group of individuals to go in and get the items for them. And so now you're here. And as you walk to the door, you can see a plaque written above the door, with information on it, and it becomes very, very clear. And you can see that on the plaque it says, "Be careful what you wish for," which kind of sends like that ominous again type feeling through you. And Corvin, as you read the plaque and you say the words out loud, obviously y'all are all questioning the plaque and what it means and things. The door bursts open. No one is there. No one's standing there. It's just a black emptiness as the door bursts open, and you were all just sucked inside the house.
Eaten by a house.
You're eaten by a house.
Falafel, I gotta stop hanging out with you, man.
What does this have to do with me?
I don't know, but last time I saw you, we had like a really haunted house experience, and now we're having another one.
That's true. It's a lot of haunted houses. These poor characters.
For your information, we weren't even together when this whole thing started.
I don't remember how we came back together.
All right, so
we got sucked into the darkness. Great.
you get sucked into the darkness. So y'all should be able to see the map. Y'all see the map?
Indeed.
Okay, great. So you find yourself in this entryway. It's a rather large hallway. You can see a number of doors on either side. They're the only doors that are in the room that you can see or have any kind of semblance of meaning to you. The hallway is filled with candles and torches, all dancing, but you don't feel any kind of a breeze or anything like that, but they are moving in a hypnotic type pattern. And what do you do?
Good, wait, are we level 3?
4.
4.
Which you should already be 4, I think. You guys were 4 in the last game. Hey, Falafel, I see your buddy has the new updated border token. Better looking than my old thing.
That's right.
It must be newer than us.
Yeah, I guess so. Filker will absent-mindedly, feeling no breeze and not knowing what the situation is.
Oh god, the smell's gonna be even worse than if there's no.
It's just gonna fill the room.
Oh no.
He's gonna run his hands over one of the candles just to see if there's any heat coming off these candles.
By the way, as a brief precursor, for those of you that haven't seen the one-shot characters before, Chris is playing a gnome druid named Filker. We're level 4.
Filker. That's right. Swamp gnome druid.
Swampy gnome.
Who smells of sewer.
What is it? Circle of spores? Is that what the thing is?
No, that came out after I made the character. It's just circle of land.
Oh, just a swamp land
territory.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Raymond playing. Are you human? Half elf? I can't remember.
I believe he's a human.
Human bard.
No, he's a half elf. Sorry,
Half-elf.
he's a half elf.
Okay, half elf bard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't forget which college you are.
Yeah.
College of Lore.
College of Lore. Okay. And then I'm playing. Corbin is a Kenku monk, Way of the Long Death. We're level 4. Just want to get that started.
Yeah. So do I running my hands over like one of the candles? Do I feel heat?
So as
Fire
soon
hot.
as you put your hand, as soon as you put your hand over that candle and hold your finger there, thinking, "Oh, this nothing's going to happen," you instantly take a point of damage from the heat from the candle.
Okay. Ah, God! I forgot how fire works, guys.
And then the rest of you, as soon as his finger burns a little bit, the smell in the room starts to change a little bit. So you've got that trash type smell, but
It
now
burned
it's like
some of the
trash
moss on my
fire type
finger.
smell.
now it's all over the place.
Corbin says, "You dumbass."
All right, this looks illusion-like. I was just checking, guys. No illusions. Fire's real. So there's 4 doors in here. The doors all look identical?
Yes, all the doors look identical.
Each one more identical than the last.
All
The
right.
doors themselves are just a plain wooden door with a simple handle. There's nothing ornate or particularly ominous about any of the doors. They literally look like a regular door.
We just got pulled into a black door into shadow. This whole place is ominous, whether it looks that way or not. Filker will go up to this bottom left door over here.
Okay.
And just kind of run his hands over the wood to the door. Just sort of, I guess, investigation, but just sort of like, just, kind of, like, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You take a point of damage from the door.
Splinter! Ah!
Oh man, that's tempting, but no. Again, whenever you touch the door, you can feel just it's regular wood. There's nothing special about it.
All right.
What's your
Guys.
perception like?
Yeah. My memory of what we're doing here ain't so hot, but if I remember correctly, we're here to find some stuff. You guys remember anything other than, like, come in here and find some stuff?
How about we find out who owns this building?
Not a bad start.
Clearly not up to code.
Alright, well, I'm gonna open this door then.
All right. So, Filker, as you open the door, you would expect to see a room on the other side, but all you see is a pitch black opening with a small light at the end. Like you're looking down a dark tunnel and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And no, you're not going to hear a train coming at you.
Oh God, I knew it would end this way.
It's just pitch black with a small light at the end.
All right, Filker's just gonna back away, like almost like falling backwards a little bit, just back away from the door. You guys see the same thing in this door that I see?
I don't have dark vision, do I? I don't think I do.
Filker does. He's got the gnomish dark vision.
You got the gnomish dark, and dark vision can't see anything?
No.
Yeah, Corbin walks up and just says, that looks awful scary.
What? Okay, you got a weird voice there, Birdman.
So every time you've heard Corbin speak, it has been in a completely different voice. And Kenkus do not have a natural speaking voice. They can only mimic other voices they've heard.
All right, let's assume that at some point Fluffle explains that to Filker. Because Filker did not know that. I forgot that.
Or we can make that a thing of just like, you're just like, what the fuck is wrong
Why do
with
you
this?
sound that way?
I don't say anything because I don't realize that you're questioning his
Yeah.
voice. I mean, unless you ask me directly, I won't tell you anything.
Filker doesn't know people well enough to know it better. He just thinks Birdmen have just varying voices.
Mm-hmm. So we saw we opened the door and saw darkness with a light at the end.
Yes.
And neither one of us wants to go towards the light.
I mean,
You don't want to walk towards the light? No?
Filker's got a deck of playing cards in his backpack.
All right, well, play some cards then.
Gonna hang out here for a while.
Yeah.
Why do you think there are candles here? He just grabs a candles. What do you call us?
Candelabra.
Candelabras. He grabs the candelabra.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Oh.
I was just gonna throw a card into the darkness.
He knows to grab the bottom part of the candelabra. Filker.
Oh, you don't grab the fire part? That's clever, Falafel.
Falafel, as you hold the candelabra up to this opening, it makes no difference. It is still pitch black with a small piece of light in the middle, like you're walking down a tunnel.
Oh, Volker, after you.
I'm gonna take one of my not throwing cards.
My serrated
card.
throwing cards.
That's right. I'm gonna take one of the cards out, and I'm just gonna toss it like I'm tossing a card into the blackness. I just want to see what happens to the card. If I can see it once it gets in there.
As soon as it goes through the door frame, you can't see it anymore. You don't know what happens to it.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Oh wait, I have mood music. Hang on.
I think we should hold hands. That way, if we're all walking towards the light, we'll all be holding hands, and we won't get lost.
Oh my god.
He holds out a clearly filthy hand.
No.
Come on.
Falafel takes one step away.
Corbin just opens his mouth to hear him say, magic, my boy. As he points towards the blackness.
Probably.
I'd rather not hold your hands.
All right. Well.
He's gonna step through as Falafel gets, or as Filker gets closer to him. Step through the door.
I choose the door.
So, Falafel, as you step through the door frame,
It's nice.
you end up coming out of this door over here.
Oh no.
What the? How did I get here?
It's a doppelganger. Kill it.
What trickery is this?
And as you come out the door, Filker, you see your card flutter out behind him.
Ooh. Oh, my card! I want to be able to play cards later. He goes to collect his card, puts it back.
Is it the same exact card?
Oh yeah, check the suit. It was a 3 of hearts when I threw it in.
Does it have his signature on it still?
Yeah. Because it didn't before. Bum, bum, bum.
There's an envelope on the table. What was your card? Open it up.
This is confusing.
I know who the owner of this house is.
Waffle's just gonna hold his arm with the candelabra through the doorway. Just his arm.
Oh man, this is how we lose arms.
That is.
Chris can tell you about how to lose arms.
Yeah. Put your arm into pitch blackness.
Yeah.
It always works great.
You pull back a stump.
So
Actually, hold on. Let me take that back. He's gonna do something better. He's gonna, with the angle physics, he's gonna throw the candelabra towards Filker through the door.
So you're gonna turn and look at this door?
Yeah, the door I just came out of. I'm gonna turn around, kind of throw the candelabra at an angle, hoping it'll shoot out the other side and hit Filker.
Just so you know, when you turn around and look at the door that you just came out of, you see a bright, sunny day in an orchard. There's clouds in the sky. You can see a slight breeze rustling the trees. It looks like a wonderful day. And
That's
then
not where I came from.
and then you chunk the candle, and as it again crosses that door frame, the candle disappears from your eyes from where you see it, and you hear Filker yell "Ow!" as it hits him, and he takes another point of damage.
And these candles.
Death by
Candles are
1,000
haunted, guys.
candles. Yeah.
Would y'all like to check
I think
any other
we're dealing with a haunted candle house.
Enough with the candles, man. Alright, so those two are connected via a portal of some kind.
Yeah, but they look different. One of
Yeah.
them looks like an outdoors, and the other one looks like just a tunnel. Well, now it's playtime. Focus gonna run up to the top left.
Got ourselves a portal room situation.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the top left looks like.
Okay. Filker, as you open this door, you are met with this cascading mist that's coming down from the door frame. It's purple and blue and creams and golds, and it's just kind of swaying in a very hypnotic pattern, and you are literally mesmerized by it. And I'm going to need for you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I will, but my gnomish cunning. Assuming this is magical. Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
It's pretty damn magical.
Okay. Ooh, I needed that too.
Wow.
Yeah, you did. So, as you're watching this pattern, and it's just swaying, and you find yourself starting to sway with that motion, and with your wonderful 25 roll, you kind of, as you sway, you kind of hit a side table a little bit, and it knocks you out of the hypnotism of the door frame, and you just kind of go back to your normal stinky self.
Okay. Filker will tell the other two, guys, don't stare directly into this door. This door's got some magic stuff going on.
I will grab the other candelabra and open the lower right door, thinking I will chuck it into it and hit Filker.
You're just gonna convince him this place is full of candle poltergeists.
Yeah.
Damn it, I should have come up with a poltergeist can. Corbin, as you open this door, you are immediately taken aback by what you see. Your brain literally cannot process what it is seeing. It takes a full minute for you to be able to process what you're seeing. Because as you open this door, you would expect a deluge of water to come in and just soak you and fill the room with water. So that instead, it's all held at the doorframe, and it looks like you're looking into a fish tank. There's beautiful corals swaying in the water. You can see little schools of fish. The sun is glinting in from the surface, and it's something that you've never seen before.
I chuck the candelabra in it.
Burn
So
water.
again, as the candelabrum flies through the door and it hits that door frame, it's immediately gone from your view, and it comes out and hits Filker for 2 points of damage.
Yes! The experiment is a success.
All right. He says, "There's ghost candles in here, guys!" And he runs into the door he's in front of. Try not to look directly at it, because it is doing a mesmerizing curtain thing. But he's kind of like looking at the ground, and he goes to the door.
So, Filker,
He's going after those candles are a threat.
As you barrel through that shimmering mist, Corvin, I need you to make a dexterity check, please. Oh,
I'm pretty good at Dex too. Damn.
oh, yeah, you are. Filker, go ahead and roll a 1d4.
We're just gonna kill each other.
We just entered some kind of Three Stooges like scenario. There's portals, we immediately start running into each other. Yeah.
Corvin, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
And Falafel, you are just seeing all of this happen. They're not coming through the door at you or anything like that. You just saw Filker run through a purpley mist, come out another door that you don't know what's on that side of it, and just ram head first right into Corvin's gut and cause a little bit of damage.
I think this is hell, and we're never gonna leave here, guys. Our souls
Hell
are
is other
damned.
people. But these are still the only doors in this room? Or hallway?
Yes.
Or whatever?
Yes. That you can see.
Yeah, can I just sort of start walking around the room? Like, now that we know that these 4 doors are just crisscross portals, I just want to start just looking around the room. Just,
okay.
What else is here? What's underneath? What else is in here?
So anyone who's walking around the room and just kind of looking around, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Just looking for any more candles.
Yeah. Investigation check. Not with advantage, so just 13.
Okay. Corvin, did you want to make one?
Sure. I'm not very smart, but I'll give it a shot. I'm mainly just following Filker around, acting like I know what I'm doing. I'm literally just following him around, and whatever he looks at, I look at, just like like a child, just like what
I concur. Yeah. I concur.
I'll bash you with another candelabra. Just wait till he's down.
Alright, so whoops. Hang on. I accidentally moved the thing. Alright, good enough. So Filker, as you're kind of moving in this general area with Corvin trailing right behind you, you with your 13, which was just high enough.
Also, I don't know how to calculate this, but I have a +5 to my passive investigation, which I didn't know was a thing. I don't know how to calculate. How do you calculate passive?
Your passive perception should be on there.
My passive perception's an 18, but this observant gives me a bonus to my passive investigation too, which I take to I take to mean...
If you take like a base 10 maybe, and then add all your stuff to it, I think that's what your passive is.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So if your normal investigation is a 2, then your passive's probably a 12, I would guess.
Alright, so then my passive investigation
like
then is a 17. With that
Okay,
crap.
so that's a lot better.
I'm going to feel real smart following your
So...
I concur.
Corbin, you're actually learning a lot of things following Filker around the spell.
I gained 200 experience points!
But somehow Filker has this weird, like, knowledge of, like, antiques. And as he's walking around, he's like, this is a Henry VIII chair, and all of these different... It's hilarious. And you're like, oh, you're just like storing that away in your little bird brain. Mm-hmm. And as y'all start to get to this far end of the hallway, Filker, with your passive investigation or whatever, we'll say it's 17. You seem to notice that the candles that you saw when you first came in and touched a little bit, and then had hit you a couple of times while you're slightly wary about getting close to them. Afraid they're going to jump out and bite you. The way that they're dancing and moving, you can see them pulling to one certain area. And as you get closer, you can start to feel, while there's no breeze in the hallway itself, as you start to get closer to the wall, you can feel where it's sucking in the air, which is what's causing those candles to dance towards the air. And again, as you get closer, you can see in the wall like a button. And
more
again,
haunted house shit, guys. Secret doors, secret lights, secret drafts.
As you get closer and you reach out to tentatively touch it to see if it's like raised or has any kind of markings or anything like that, or is it going to make candles fly and hit you? As soon as your fingers brush over it, you don't even push it, but just brush over it, the breeze that Falafel saw in the trees from that room all of a sudden just bursts out of that door, and it's a huge gale, and the wind is just pushing you faster and faster and faster into the wall, which you think you're about to go face first into a concrete wall, but it gives way and takes you into a different hallway.
Oh boy! So we got pushed. Okay, we got pushed through a secret door.
Yes, the wind pushed you through a secret. It pushed all three of you at one time. It's like the house is forcing you to stay together.
It's like that, huh?
Is the reward in the end friendship? Is the real treasure?
Yes, that's the treasure I'm making you look for. So as you come into this hallway, it looks identical to the hallway that you were just in. The only real difference that you see whenever you come into this hallway, though, is that there's only 3 doors instead of 4. And as the three of you are walking around and trying to get your bearings from being in that previous hallway, you hear what sounds like a door unlocking. And then the door right here pops open just a hair.
What was that door before? That was the mesmerizing door. Hypno door.
Hypnotoad.
All right, Filker will warn the other two, like, if this hall is like the other hall, that door's gonna have the hypnotic pattern in it.
You got your gnomish, whatever.
Yeah, maybe I should go first. I'm pretty good with that kind of stuff.
Not enthusiastically. Yeah, you go first.
Stay close though, okay? I don't want to get blown into another door by myself.
I'm guessing the top right one needs to be investigated because now there's no portal linking it. Because they were tied in an X pattern before. But yeah, you go open that upper left
one. All right, you go open that one, I'll go open this one.
Okay, yeah, I say okay, and I just turn and watch you the whole time. Just to see.
Corbin, as you try to jiggle the handle for this door, it will not open.
Oh, the right one?
Mm-hmm. It will not open.
Maybe it doesn't work without its partner. Other portal side. All right, Filker will very gingerly just with the seam of the door that's slightly open. He'll open it up a little bit and peek inside.
Should just search for the damn button again.
I suppose. We'll see how this goes first.
Filker, as you start to pull that door open, the three of you again feel that like sucking sensation, and you find yourselves all having been pulled into this room.
Wait, so I did not see.
Why did you open the fire room, you son of a bitch?
So, as the three of you are pulled into this room, the first thing that you very obviously see is a cascading waterfall of fire. It's lighting up the room. It's providing enough ambient light that you don't need your dark vision or anything like that. You can clearly see everything that's in the room. The floors
That's the good news.
It's mostly a waterfall of fire.
Yeah. The room is about 2/3 waterfall of fire. The floor is like a black marble. It's very shiny, so that's why it also looks like it's a lot brighter as well too, because the fire is shining off of this floor. You see on the side of the room 6 pedestals that you're not real sure why they're there, what they're supposed to be used for. And as the three of you are kind of gaining your bearings in the room, you hear the door slam shut behind you. And as you turn and look at the door, in common, you just start to see words start to be written on the door. Like there's somebody there writing them, but you can't see anyone or anything like that. And the words start to scroll across the door, spelling out a phrase. And the only things that you can read are the words that says, "Colors you have seen after the storm leaves." And
colors you've seen after the storm leaves.
Corbin makes a sound and goes, right. He says, "Look, it's a rainbow."
As you're reading the words and you're trying to figure out if Corbin is correct with the answer and things like that, the fire again has this mystical quality to it. So I would need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I see. I knew it was a hypno door.
No door.
I wasn't entirely wrong.
Full of fire.
Is wisdom again?
Yes.
Get these whiz
Do you like my
saves.
mood music?
Yeah. +0 on Waterfall, but still.
Nailing it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Corbin.
Oh, come on. A
You
15? Come on.
You are so confident that
I am.
You made this save that you don't realize that you're starting to sway with the pattern of the fire as it falls from the sky, as it's cascading down this waterfall, and you find yourself inexorably drawn to it,
Oh, no.
just wanting to dance with the fire and get closer.
Save me, you asshole.
I want to dance with
I
somebody.
need to embrace the fire. Like a monster.
And then
All right.
look,
I see that token going boop, boop, boop. Like, hold on.
Save me, you asshole.
Corbin just run. Full speed.
and Silker, as you are running, you're your damnedest trying to get to him. You watch as Corbin walks right into the fire.
Oh no.
And
I
you
didn't
would
order fried chicken.
Oh no.
and you would expect to start hearing screams like you haven't heard in a very long time. And instead, what you hear are different bird sounds that start to come from the fire, and it's not like pain or anything like that, but what you hear are like just different sounds of like type of thing. And Corbin, as you walk into the flames, you see a set of orbs that are just there at the basin of this waterfall of fire, just sitting there. You are in a wonderful amount of shock, realizing that the fire, while it's hot and very uncomfortable, and you definitely don't want to be here for a long period of time, isn't currently burning you. Now, depending on how long you decide you want to stay in the fire, we can make some exceptions.
Well, I didn't want to get in here at all, so it depends on when I have my when I have my faculties about me again.
So, when you see these orbs and you look into specifically this more swirly one, the pattern in this orb is in direct contrast to the fire. So it's enough that it snaps you out of that fire dance to bring you back to your faculties, as you will.
All right, I will make a worried bird sound, and I will be overcome by my desire to grab treasures. I will swipe these if I can really quickly, grab all these orbs, and quickly like tumble out of here. Very undistinguished.
When you go to grab the orbs, you realize that they're actually quite large, and you can only really grab one, maybe two with a high enough, we'll say, athletics or type of a check to see if you can wrangle two of them.
Like garden globes, you gotta have to like lift them.
Yeah,
And I'm not very strong, but I rolled a pretty damn good athletics check there.
Yeah, so with that you can grab two of them and then skedaddle out of the flames.
I will do that. I'll grab the two closest ones I can and then just drag them out.
And then the rest of you see Corbin stumbling out of the flames, not currently on fire, smoking, but not on fire.
Oh, what a fucking rush that was.
It was good for you.
Got there, Corbin.
Corbin.
Corbin Dallas.
That's right.
Corbin, come on, my man. Corbin, come on, my man.
He's a mine.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Well,
Where are they?
Yeah.
He will actually point into the fire and say, in his weird mimicky voice, "There's more where that came from."
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Why would I want more of them?
I'm gonna look and see at these. You said these are pedestals or platforms or something? Pressure plates? These pentagon things?
Yeah, they're a pedestal.
Pedestal, yep. Okay. Do these orbs look like they could fit in there?
They look like they could be a perfect fit.
Okay.
somewhere
I will.
to display your strength.
I will very pointedly look at them, look at the orbs, look at the pedestals, look at them, look at the fire, like several times.
Wait, there's a pattern developing here.
2 hours later.
Filker and Falafel are just sitting there scratching their chin. All right, he went in the fire. He came out with gloves.
What is he trying to tell us?
He's pointing to the pedestals.
He pointed at the pedestals. But the
holding up a-
gloves aren't on the pedestals. All right, who's the strongest?
One of all. Out of the 3 of us,
Filker.
none of us look very strong.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us are terribly strong. All right, Filker's gonna do it on himself then. Filker's gonna be like
You have a mage hand or something?
Maybe no, I don't. Unfortunately, don't have mage hand. Actually,
Falafel,
could
do
I
it.
try to? Could I try? Can I see these things? Can I try to thorn whip them?
No, you cannot see
Okay.
them from
I have to go in
outside
the
of
fire.
You have to go in the fire.
All right.
But I'm unharmed, right? I didn't actually take damage from the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
But your name's also not Filker, so.
Filker's been burned by fire in this place before.
What are you waiting for? No harm done.
All right, Filker's going to enhance his abilities.
Enhance.
And give himself the bull's strength. All of the bull's strength. Advantage on
Popeye's
strength
can.
checks.
Yeah.
Advantage on strength checks, and my carrying capacity doubles.
Okay.
Filker's like, I got the muscles, guys!
I just
can do
imagine it as like the world's smallest arms, and then you have like the little walnut-sized muscle.
It's just a little lump.
It's just a
It's just-
fantasy.
It's just right here. He's looking like a little like hill. Ah! I got the bull's strength. All right, Filker's gonna run in there screaming, I can do it!
Get all the arms.
And what am I rolling to just try to grab things and roll them out of here?
Roll that bull strikes.
An athletics check.
All right, advantage with the bulls. Still not great. But my carrying capacity is doubled. I don't know
Yeah.
if that is applicable here. or
You
not.
have enough to pull 2 out.
Okay, and then what happens? Do I feel like the fire is getting to me?
So as you ran in there, you instantly became very uncomfortable. Again, it's really, really hot, and you can tell that if you stayed there for extended periods of time, you're definitely going to take some damage. But doing these little jaunts, while very uncomfortable, and you come out smoking, and then your companions
But still
begin
doing
to
this.
smell- yeah,
I did it!
and your
Sure
companions
did,
start
boss.
to smell that burning trash smell again.
Yeah, that
Aw.
was so good. There was a lot of moss on me, guys.
Oh no.
A lot of it is
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah,
It's like
so while
lighting
you're
an
not
incense.
actively on fire, yeah, you're basically a walking incense stick.
Aw. I wish we were dead.
Could I tell that there were 2 more? Could I see them all when I went in?
So when you got in there and you got up to the pool where all of these orbs are sitting, you could see all of them very clearly.
Okay. I'll tell Falafel like, hey man, there's 2 more. I think it's your turn.
My turn. Why don't you go back inside?
I'm still
you
smoking.
got
That's
the
all.
bull strength.
My moss, guys. I don't want my moss to burn. It's the source of my magic.
Fine. He'll run in. Athletics. Try to grab 2. Only grab 1, I guess.
Yep.
You do not have the bull strength.
Falafel, as you try to grab for 2, you only get 1.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys. I had to protect my instrument.
All right, I guess I'll try again then. I don't have anything that's like, I was like trying to like cover myself in water, but all I've got is like poison spray. Cover myself in poison.
Cover yourself in poison and walk into fire.
Fire hates poison. Everyone knows that.
Most video games that equals explosives. All right, but Filker's feeling powerful with the bull strength, so he'll run in again. Just try to run in and grab the last one and get out as quickly as possible.
Okay, roll me some athletics. Yeah, it's good enough.
15. All right.
So Filker comes in, finds the last one, and this one was a little bit harder to find because, as you can see, it matches the colors of the flames, those yellows and things. So you've now got all the orbs out of the fire. You're all sufficiently smoking. Falafel's instrument is protected. And now what?
Now what?
Investigate the pedestals.
Yeah.
Any markings or anything like that?
So the pedestals themselves
Ooh.
do not have any kind of telltale markings on them.
I got a 22. I got to find something on it.
The minutest of
He
cracks.
understands everything.
They are literally just a set of pedestals.
Well,
All right, the clue was the colors after a storm.
yeah.
We've got
And Corvin was guessing that meant rainbow, which is a good guess. That
Yeah.
that tracks.
we've got the colors.
So
Put the red one first.
it's Roy G. Biv.
I think
That's what
so.
I remember.
That's what I remember. Which is probably the top one, I guess.
Yeah, who knows?
Or shit, which when we're supposed to know this? Yeah, I think red is top. Put the red one on the top, and then
All right, Filker will be demonstrably
With his
picking
strength.
up each of these balls.
Yeah.
with his little
two-hand
double
those
arms.
balls.
That's right.
All right, and then orange.
Orange, yellow, which that bottom one. What is that? Is that yellow? What color
Yeah.
is that?
That one's
Okay.
yellow.
Okay, orange, yellow, green.
That's got to be the swirly
yeah,
black
it's
one.
shining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then blue and indigo.
Indigo. Yeah. The false color, indigo.
False color.
It's like an indigo violet.
Yeah.
So as soon as the three of you place the last orb into the pedestals, at your feet you hear again an unlocking sound, and you can see that one of the tiles on the floor is unsteady. As you bend down and you take the tile up and you look in, and there's just a small box. Again, nothing untoward about the box. You pick it up. As you do, the door.
I find this
No
box
candles.
offensive. Yeah.
As you pick up the box, the door that you came through opens, and the three of you are immediately rushed back out of the room while you're holding this box, and you find yourselves back in the hallway. As you look down, so which one of you wanted to have grabbed the box?
I think Filker.
Oh,
Filker grabbed
Would I grab the box? Sure.
so Filker,
Just
as you
volunteer
look down,
Filker for
as you look down at the box and you try to take the lid off of it, the lid will not come off. It's sealed pretty well, and you start to again see script go across the box, and the script that you see is a set of words. It says the first is last and the last is first. So that is, it doesn't really make too much sense to you as to what that means. You just know the box won't open, and you want to see what's inside, but it won't let you. As y'all get sucked back into this hallway, and the door slams shut behind you. You hear a resounding click as the lock falls back into place. And as that echo clears the hallway, you hear another softer click as the next door opens, and you just see a door that very obviously could use some WD-40 and goes. As that door opens, you can see what looks like a golden light coming from the small opening on the door.
Which door is this?
Yeah.
So that will be this door here.
That door? Okay. The one that was a garden before, but now it could be anything.
It was locked, and it was locked before we opened the other one, too.
Also, I thought that was a ghost behind you, but it's actually just some fan turning back and forth. Yeah, there's like something behind you that's moving around.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh, it's that right there. Yeah, no, it's a baby mobile that I made to hang in the baby's room. It's one of the dangly pieces.
It's just spinning.
It's just spinning, and I'm like, what is going on?
It's staring at it the whole time.
Freaking me out.
Watching all those like Zoom horror movies.
You're right.
Watching that shit. Oh man. Yeah, we'll open the door.
Yeah.
Tentatively.
Okay. So
as much as I don't like being forcibly moved around, guys, it seems like we're being directed here.
Mm-hmm.
So as you have this door open again, you feel that sucking sensation for the three of you. It doesn't matter where you're at in this hallway. As soon as one of those doors is open enough for a person to fit through, you find yourselves being sucked into a room. Now, upon first glance, when you come into this room, you see these beautiful parquet floors. You can tell that this room is quite extensive in size. But the real thing that draws your eyes are the massive piles of jewels and gold
Sure looks like
and treasure.
Is that triggering you, Birdman?
It's just everywhere, and there's just mountains upon mountains. It's like if you remember in Aladdin when he goes into the Cave of Wonders.
Cave of Wonders?
Cave of Wonders!
We know how that ended.
Boo! No!
So as you walk around and start to take in everything, you see a little figure sitting on one of the piles of gold, and he's just looking at the three of you. His head just tilts back and forth, trying to make out these strangers who have come into his domain. And he looks show to everyone. So he kind of looks. I'm assuming this shows you the token.
It's a treasure goblin. It's a treasure goblin.
It's a treasure goblin.
Treasure goblin.
Meanwhile, Corbin dives head first into the nearest gold coin, Scrooge McDuck style.
So before Corbin can do that,
That's treasure.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will give you an option. You can do that, or you cannot do that.
Or you can live.
Because the little treasure goblin is speaking and kind of mumbling to himself a little bit. Ooh, strangers in my domain. Strangers here. No touch the gold. Don't touch the gold.
I think he doesn't want us to touch his gold, guys.
Are you gonna be able to restrain Corbin from jumping into the coin?
Does it look like Corbin's about to literally do the Scrooge McDuck thing?
He's like the crow. I mean, he wants to gather the bubbles.
Yeah, he can't help himself. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Filker, if Filker heard that goblin look at them and try to start saying that, and then saw the crow literally get glassy eyed and just approaching the gold. Filker's, once again, this guy's bull strength.
Yeah.
He'll just grab Corbin by the shoulders.
Let's go.
And, like, whisper in his ear, like, get real close. Hey, man!
Let's do contested strength check right here. You gotta keep me. Which I'm not very strong. You probably got this.
But Filker is tiny, so he's probably going for the shoulders, but it's more like he grabs you around the waist.
Yeah. It's real weird.
Yeah, what is that? Strength?
Contested strength check. Yeah.
Strength check. All right. Well, I've got advantage on my +0.
Oh!
Oh God! He almost drags me with him.
Yeah. Very close.
Corbin gets bodily removed from the treasure.
Oi, let me go!
Falafel, I got him. You want to talk to that thing, see what we're doing here?
Yes, I am quite the charmer.
By the way, Corbin, you can tell Filker is spreading his stink all over him.
Oh, no.
He's got you around the waist, and you're smelling everything.
The more you wiggle, the more it gets on.
That's right.
No.
You gotta wash his clothes.
Falafel, as you start to make your way to the mountain that has the little treasure goblin sitting on it, he looks up and he takes notice, and again you just see his little head going back and forth, and you get the sense that he's basically appraising you, trying to figure out what treasure you have on you. But then he seems to notice your instruments hanging from your back and things, and he looks at you, and he again in his little voice says, "Sing me a song so that you might find the treasure you need most to survive."
Well, I don't do so good on the spot here, guys.
I can perform, but
Not while you're watching.
Don't look at me.
I should be alone.
And again, his head just keeps tilting back and forth. And again, he just keeps repeating the same phrase over and over again.
Hold on, mister. I can come up with a song. Hold on. He starts strumming his little lute. Lute? Is it called a lute?
That is an instrument.
You see,
yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of loot in here.
you see the little treasure goblin go. And Falafel, I know you're holding Corbin and stuff. Give me an investigation check at
Wait, who?
disadvantage. Sorry,
Who?
Filker.
Investigate. So I'm trying to hold him, and I'm looking around.
Mm-hmm. You see nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm two in the way.
I still do have my passive. I don't know if that counts while I'm trying to forcibly hold a person, but
No.
okay.
No.
I'm too focused on holding.
Distracting.
I'm whispering in your ear the whole time.
God
For me.
damn it.
No, man, don't do it.
No, man, don't do it.
All right. Is there nothing to do for me to sing? I'm a bard, damn it. I'm not a songwriter.
Everyone turns and everyone just
That's right.
falls silent, and all heads turn and stare at Falafel. The gold is
A
looking at
spotlight comes down. I thought about actually doing that whenever I created this room, knowing exactly what I was about to do to Raymond, but
you. Sing me a song, monkey.
Could give you a disco beat.
Mm-hmm.
I see Raymond Lilly typing lyrics right now.
Oh my god.
Corbin, why don't you give me an investigation check at disadvantage because you're trying to get away from Filker and you're very distracted by the shinies. Oh, yeah, you see that. Don't worry about it.
We're just.
Aren't we? Look at us. Look at us. I just can't.
Hey, Corbin,
Not
give
but
me,
the two of us over here in this corner.
yeah. And, Vilker's been holding you for a while, and you
Yes.
have that smell of burning, and why don't you give me a con saving throw?
Oh my god.
At regular, not at disadvantage. Oh.
Fantastic. The stage is too much.
So,
Breathe
Yeah.
in. Breathe it in.
Corbin,
you so
you
much.
find yourself throwing up everything you've eaten in the last 24 hours.
I want to throw
Oh,
up
it smells
on
bad.
him. On him.
Filker, you can make a dex save to get away from the throw up.
Filker's got his like pyramid topped hat on, so he doesn't care. He can
Perfect
throw
for
on
this
that hat.
situation.
Just
Blech.
feed the
Alright.
boss. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, there you go. And Corbin,
Disgusting.
as you finish emptying your stomach and you think you're done, and then you've got that bile that comes up too, and
Just dry.
it's like you're
Then I start feeling bad for you. That's when it's like, oh man, I'm sorry.
But I mean, you're both sufficiently distracted from. I'm trying to buy Raymond some time here.
I know.
Uh,
All right.
So we're just vomiting and sick out in the corner.
Not the greatest audience you've ever had.
Falafel clears his throat and strums a little tune, and he goes, "My dear treasure goblin, you sit on a mass of gold, puts us quite in a position. Do we take it all or put it on hold? We three for treasure seek, not sure how we got to this place. Perhaps you could give us a peek or bring it to our face."
clapping, and violent vomiting. What you're saying.
That was very good. That was very good.
It rhymes. It rhymes.
Yes.
So you see the little treasure goblin. He is just smitten with the song and is so happy. And what you start to see are a bunch of others just start to stick their head out, and everyone is
Oh, snap.
just like they're clapping enthusiastically, and they're all just looking at each other.
There's a bunch of heads. Like, ah!
Yeah. It's literally basically their head and their hands coming out of a
Oh
pile.
boy.
And they're all nodding in agreement with each other and looking up and yes. It's like, and then the one in the middle stands up and he holds his hands up, and the clapping all stops, and they all look. He turns and looks at them all like he's lording over them because he's not in the big piles, he's in the little pile. And you see the ones on the edge, they all nod their head in unison, and the little treasure goblin turns back to you, Falafel, and looks at you and says, yes, this was good, yes. And he takes his bag off of his back and he kicks it down the pile, and it lands at your feet. And as soon as you bend down to pick it up again, that sucking sensation comes back into play.
Mm-hmm.
And that pulling you back into the hallway right as Corbin is about to get a little talon on one of the tiny pieces of gold, and you're thrown.
Oh, don't do it.
I worked so hard too.
You're thrown back into the hallway, and Corbin, you are the first one on your feet, and you were making a beeline for that door. You went back in there to get that gold. And as you get close, the door just slams, and you hear a very audible click as the lock goes into place. And no amount of tugging and beating on the door will get that door to reopen. And then as Corbin is squawking at the door very angrily,
Sorry, man, it was for your own good.
Probably.
the third door again has that slight click, and you see it just start to swing open a little bit.
I like to look inside this bag.
As you go to try and open the bag, it's kind of the same thing that happened when Filker tried to open the box. It just will not open.
The
And
box
then
had
you
something written
see
on it,
words start to. Yeah, the box said the first is last and the last is first. And then the bag has what looks like a tag on it that again starts to have writing come across it. It says, "Though I'm not last, I'm not first. I can't open until the first does."
Oh shit.
Mm.
Oh, say that again. I'm writing this down.
Though I'm not last, I'm not first. I can't open until the first does.
Okay.
What does the box say?
The first is last and the last is first.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So by that logic, we have to find something that labels itself as the last and open that first, and then the bag will open,
And then the box.
and then the box. Maybe. the other clues could throw this all into disarray.
Let's hope we survive this next door.
The third door is the third door open?
Third door is open.
Okay.
He wants to have everybody pulled into the third door.
Falafel's going up there. So it's
Yeah. He opens the
Oh,
door.
alrighty. So as the door opens, again, what is becoming a very familiar
We're
feeling.
just letting it happen now. It's like,
Mhm.
yep, here we go. Getting pulled into the room.
So this room is
Ooh.
different from the rooms you were in before. With the first room and the black marble, the parquet floors in the last room. This room is the closest to looking like a room you would expect to find in this type of a home, minus all the bone skeletons everywhere.
Oh, those are
As
skeletons.
you
Okay.
are.
Yeah, that's right.
as,
I thought those were like crystals at first. I thought they were like stone. But no, yeah, I see it now. Skulls. Bones. Great.
as you are getting your bearings in this room, you notice that there are just massive piles of skeletons just strewn about the room everywhere. And again, as you enter the room, the door behind you very audibly slams shut. And this ominous voice starts speaking, and it's the first voice you've heard the whole time you've been in this house. Other than the little bits of sound that have come from different parts of the house as you've been moving around, the creaking and all of that. But this is the first true voice you've heard. And it starts to talk about, "Before my birth, Master binds me. He'd never seen me, yet always he finds me. Always with him as he grows older. Each of his burdens I'm sworn to shoulder. I cannot escape my fate as a slave until my master lies dead in his grave."
This place just got a little creepier, guys.
Mm-hmm. Corvin opens his mouth and you hear the voice say, "Death is perfectly natural, my boy. Something to be studied, not feared." He begins poking at all the bone piles.
Filker will meanwhile and be looking around the table, but investigating that.
So, as you all are looking around, the voice starts to speak again, and it's the same phrase that you heard before. "Before my birth, Master binds me. He'd never seen me, yet always finds me. Always with him as he grows older. Each of his burdens I'm sworn to shoulder. I cannot escape my fate as a slave until my master lies dead in his grave. And Corvin, as you're looking and picking through the bone piles, even as this phrase is kind of going on repeat, every time you disturb some of the bone piles, you just hear this.
Oh boy.
Lovely.
Y'all are never gonna let me
Stop.
DM again, are you?
Birdman.
It's a little creepy.
So we have stairs here, and what's up here?
It's kind of like think of it like it was a buffet type of piece of furniture, and those stairs there don't go anywhere. They're kind of
What?
like a false set of stairs, so like it's just more like an alcove, so it's just like a 3 steps and then you're like tucked in, but you can't really go anywhere.
This truly is hell.
Decorative stairs. What kind of monster built this house?
There's no way out of this room?
No.
No, I refuse. These stairs have to go somewhere. You walk up the stairs.
I just hear this conk. You take 2 points of damage.
You beat me.
Ah! Ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka.
He falls backwards.
Yep. He'll take an additional point of damage from falling damage.
Is this statue or this door anything of
No.
interest? Okay.
Nope.
Gets up, brushes himself off. Is there any food on this buffet table?
So, Falafel, as you start to get close to that buffet table, again, you just the laughing becomes very, very loud at this point, and it starts to become very maniacal. Like the whoever this is, they have literally got a couple different screws loose, and the next thing that you see is the bones that are in this pile start to stir, and I want to say it's like a bone tornado, but I don't really know a better phrase or how to phrase it better.
Bone-nado?
Bone tornado, yes. I thought of that just as I said it, and I was like, God damn it. But you start to see these pieces of bones start to knit themselves together. You see like bones fusing together, and a figure start to form, and
The piles of bones not knit themselves together. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
it's D&D.
That's right.
So what comes out of that, I can hear music change, is this skeletal figure who is monstrously large.
Yikes.
And he looks down at you, Falafel, and looks up and with sightless eyes and addresses the 3 of you. Come into my home, steal my things. And I need one of y'all to tell me real quick how to turn on the initiative tracker.
The little clock. The little clock at the
Little
bottom. On the left side of that menu screen.
Haha!
There you go.
I need you all to roll for initiative, please.
Ooh.
Man, we didn't want to come into your house, man.
Yeah, we were set here.
We was dragged in here.
That's right. Ooh, Neris is slow.
Yeah, thankfully. I also rolled badly.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, DM. This happened in the last one shot too. I make a character based entirely around poison damage, and you fucking throw undead creatures at me.
It's because we keep doing
Like
haunted
an
houses.
asshole.
We keep doing haunted houses. Full of undead.
I'm looking at my spell list going, nope.
Maybe he's a special kind of undead.
That's right. So we're going to reevaluate his spell choices in the future. I keep fighting a lot of undead.
Quit getting sucked into haunted houses.
That's right.
Alright, Falafel, you're up.
He's going to cast Suggestion. You must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you must do what I ask you to do. Shoot, let me see what my spell save is real quick. Okay, I've written it down. And I'll tell you the suggestion before you roll. But let me see what the number actually is. Unless somebody knows what that number is.
Wow, I assume this would be one of those things where, like, if they're hostile to you, they have disadvantage or have advantage, but it's not the case. I'm reading it, and it's not in there.
Yeah, we've done it before in the middle of combat.
Which one is that? That if they're hostile, they have advantage.
I think charm person maybe.
Here we go.
Maybe
8 plus proficiency plus charisma. So
Your spell save DC is 14. It's on your spells tab.
oh, okay. 8 plus.
Oh,
2.
my character sheet.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, undead fiend. As he plays his little instrument, you will do everything in your power to give us everything of value and help us out of here.
Hell of a suggestion.
What kind of
Why
save was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 14.
To be very careful how you word these things.
Oh.
Is it really a 1?
It's a 2
Is it?
minus 1
It's
modifier.
1.
Do you actually have a save? Because I think that was a check, but
Oh, I don't know. How do I do that?
Unless I think
unless
with an
he has a
NPC
bonus
sheet-
save, then I think
Yeah.
that's what you click.
Yeah.
I think you clicked the right thing.
Underneath the attributes, if it has like a special like list of things that he's better at, but if that's not on there, then yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's on there. I don't know.
Can you be charmed? Doesn't say anything about not being charmed, okay?
As long as he's not immune to charm, his creatures
Right.
can't be charmed or immune to the effect.
So he can't be charmed.
Oh.
Strictly due to his current state. I mean, if you hadn't gone through and stolen some things from him already, you might have had a little bit better of a chance. But because of his irate nature, that gives him the ability to not be charmed. And as he hears you tell him to give you the treasures and to help get out of there, he just looks down at you and he smiles, and it gives you that sense of it worked. All right, great. And then again, he just starts maniacally laughing, like maniacally.
Falafel starts laughing too.
Good joke.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
He's clapping him on the back. Meet my friend. What's her name? Bonesy?
That was
is pretty
action.
cool.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Filker?
Filker will not do anything poison related to the bone man over there.
The Bone Man.
He is going to, right behind where Falafel is standing, he's going to try to fill that area with fairy fire.
Okay.
So he needs to make a DC 13, I believe is my... What is it? 8 plus 10. Yeah, 13. Dex save.
Okay. Just gonna hit the little dex button
Oh,
again.
that was you. I was like, that's a funny roll 1d8.
Alright, so I'm
I
gonna
didn't
hit
give
this
myself
dex
hit
button
points
again,
yet.
'cause I don't know.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
Dexy rolled a 19.
he's bringing Dexy back. And again, he just turns and looks at you, and that laughter starts to fill his face again.
Oh, jeez, man. We're not trying to like stuff you up here or anything.
Corvin?
Alright, I will not waste time with such tricks.
The tricks have not worked.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's my speed? 40.
Yeah, your monk.
35, 40. Yeah, I rush up there with my monk speed, and as I'm rushing up there, I get out my bone chucks. Put them around. And I'm very excited.
that's how he spins him as he runs forward. Like he's a cheerleader.
Like a little helicopter.
Yep.
I'm gonna bone chuck him. Well, an 18 hit this big skeleton man
It will.
for 6 bludgeoning damage from the bone chucks. And I will spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action as I bring up both my legs. Pata-pata! Kick him with talon feet. Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
How about 7 damage?
Okay.
I don't have the sexiest of, Oh, wow! My 2 unarmed strikes were a 20 and a 1. Give it the dick
So-
of the way.
Do I need to bring in my
No,
bullshit?
no, none of that bullshit.
Alright, I won't do that then. I was gonna make you break a toe, but no, I won't do that.
Oh no,
Alright.
my toe. My talon feet. That's all I got.
So, when you all come up again, he's just like that crazy laughing type sound. He pulls out this wicked looking, because of his size, it seems like it would be a sword, but it very clearly looks like it might be some kind of a dagger of some kind. But again, this dude is huge, and you guys are small. So he swings this weapon at you,
Uh-oh.
Corvin, and because I mean you're the only one who hit him. So, so I'm assuming a 20 will hit you.
It sure does.
So do I click the word attack to get it to roll the damage?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna take 4 piercing. And then on his backswing, with the sword, he will turn towards you, Falafel, and miss wonderfully. And again, just even if he misses, he laughs, and it's literally like he is off his rocker. And we go back to Falafel.
What do I have? What weapons do I have?
And I kind of meant to say this earlier, Corbin, when you hit him, but you realized that when you bludgeoned him with your bone chucks, it seemed to do more damage to him than you expected it to.
More than my poison spray would do.
Falafel says, "This house is ugly. The doors don't make sense. You walk in one, you come out another one. I mean, how are you gonna get to the bathroom in an emergency?"
Insult the man's architecture.
He viciously mocks his home.
Your house is stupid.
The most vicious of mockeries.
So I gotta make a DC 14 whiz save. We already know he's not very whizzy.
Wizzy.
Oh!
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
Makes it anyway. 15 minus 1.
My house is just fine.
He looks down and he goes, "You have to know the passcode to get to the bathroom."
Oh man.
Customers only.
These are rough. These are just actions of mine.
Alright, Filka, you're up again.
Filker kind of wants to try Fairy Fire again. Surely he can't dodge it a second time. I'll blast you with the Fairy Fire
That would be helpful.
again. So that's a deck save.
That's what you say when you cast the spell.
I'll blast you. God damn it! God damn you, Bone Man!
Stop dancing by fire.
Okay. I don't have any good bonus actions, so yep, that's it.
Corbin?
Alright, well, the rest of these assholes unsuccessfully
Flying around.
try to magic him. I will continue to bludgeon him with the bone chucks. Successfully, might I add.
21 hits.
We're just gonna magic ourselves all day while you just single-handedly beat him.
Alright.
It's fine.
Well, let's spend another key point to the same thing. 2 unarmed strikes. Somebody's gotta do damage to this asshole. Does a 15 hit a giant bone man?
A 15 just hits him.
Add it for 4. Hell yeah, look at that damage, boys. 15
So-
total. Just a flurry of blows, you might say.
And Corbin, as you're landing these blows and little pieces of bone are falling off and things, and Norris isn't realizing how damaged he actually is, and he starts to as you landed your first kick after your bone chucks hit him again. I love that you call them bone chucks. He falls to his knees, and then as your last kick comes in, you just see this skeletal figure just collapse into a pile of bones, and spinning on the floor in front of you, back to the size you would expect for it to be, is a silver dagger that is just spinning on the floor in front of you. As you reach down and pick it up, the wording on the dagger says, "I am last and now I'm first." But as the three of you start to pull out all the different treasures that you've collected, you find yourselves walking back down this path again, heading away from the house and the flying candle ghosts and the weird doors and the creepy fire that doesn't actually set you on fire, and the weird little treasure goblins, and you head towards this town. And as you make it into town, that mysterious robed figure comes forward and meets you at the gates, and you can hear the normal sounds of town in the background. Just everyone is having a good time. There's lights, there's decorations around, and this robed figure just holds out their hand, and you all just see yourselves just handing over these items that you just spent your hard-earned time collecting without having gotten to see what any of these things are. And the person turns around and walks into town and looks over their shoulder and just beckons you in. And the three of you step forward as this figure approaches a table, and it's immediately surrounded by different villagers and children and things. And as you start to turn and look and actually take in the sights that you're seeing, you start to see lots of decorations that are orange and brown and lights that are just flickering. And as you turn back to this figure, everything around you starts to become real wavy, and it's like you're kind of falling, but not really. And the only thing you see staring back at you is a smiling face of a pumpkin with a candle floating inside of it. And then the next thing you know, you're awake, and you're back where you originally were. Filker, you were lying in the street somewhere of
gutter. Ah, jeez.
And just, growing more moss. Falafel is sitting in like a stool in a bar, just absentmindedly strumming his lute. Just kind of coming to out of this weird dream. Corvin, you're back wherever in the hell you came from.
Yeah.
And you just kind of turn and look, and you're like, no. And you just get up and you just go about your day. And as you try to hold on to the memory of what you just dreamed, you think, it's like sand in your hands. It just slips right through until after a little bit, it's just gone. And you can't remember what your dream, you think it was a dream. Were you dreaming? Did you just sleep? You don't know. And you just move about your day. And that is the end.
Hey, very nice. Excellent. And we all go our separate
Phil
ways.
proceeds to try to tell the tale to many people, but then can't remember it, and people go away.
Remember, no more haunted houses for you.
That's right. Like, I feel like I've been having nightmares about haunted houses.
For a while now.
There's this one with a bunch of doors and a fire waterfall. I don't know.
No one listens to him.
All right.
Clears out whatever room he's in.
Thank you so much to our awesome DM, Heather, Dungeon Mistress, for doing a fantastic one-shot. Roll20Con, be sure to donate to code 2040. Roll20 will match all donations for that. You can go to roguewatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're not doing our post-session discussion. Otherwise, we'll see you next week, and we'll resume our campaign of War for the Lost Plane next week.
Yes, indeed.
See y'all then.
Bye.